Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for all of us to be using inside of the Zombies game mode. So if you're new to the channel and you like everything Call of Duty Zombies, make sure you subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, as you're not going to want to miss out any future uploads from myself on Black Ops 6 Zombies. As well, down below in the description, you can find the link for my streams. I stream from Monday to Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I stream everything from Black Ops 6 through to Delta Force and all the way through to custom zombie maps. Generally have a blast over there. Hope to see you all come and help me hit partner over on Twitch this year. Now here's something I'm not usually going to be doing or will probably be doing ever again on my channel, and that is going to be promoting a bundle inside of the Call of Duty store, as usually I don't agree with a lot of the prices in there, and yeah, but we're gonna leave that for another video. But in today's video, with the recent fires down in LA, I did purchase the LA fire relief bundle, as Activision states 100% of the proceeds are going to help the relief. So what do you get with the bundle? You get a really cool operator, you get a nice couple blueprints for some weapons, and overall I do feel like this is the way to do bundles going forward. You know, for charity and for things like that. I feel like that is going to get a much better community feedback when they introduce just the amount of bundles that they are introducing into the store. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Now in today's video, as I said recently, I have been in the firing range, and in the firing range I was testing out the Saug SMG, as these have been mentioned a lot recently as the zombies meta. And so I wanted to find out, how are these? How do they perform? I covered them when they launched into the game and were first dropped, but since then they've been pretty much pushed as the zombies meta. So in today's video, we're going to find out and put these to the test and see, are they definitely the meta? So let's dive in and test out the Saug SMG inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're going to take this weapon to maximum damage output and see just how viable this weapon is to be using inside of our Zombies game. Along the way, we're going to be taking note of the damage critical numbers to see just what kind of damage numbers we are looking at with this SMG. So hopefully by the end of the video, you have a really good feel for how the Saugs perform inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, and you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not these are going to be an option that's going to be a viable one for you to run inside of your inside of your Zombies games. Now, mentioning games, if you're looking for players to run inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, feel free to join the Zhordecommunity Discord, where I'm building a community full of players that is willing to help out other players. We also do multiplayer Z1620 Armory Crowns on Friday nights, which is a 1v1 competition, and we do community game nights on Saturday nights, which are an absolute blast. Hope to see a bunch of you join that community. So without further ado, let's dive into the Saug review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Now, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SMG, the Saug. Now, we're going to be running these in akimbo, as this is what has been mentioned, and I've seen a lot of people talking about these in akimbo being the meta weapon for zombies. So I definitely wanted to jump into game and, you know, see how these are performing. And just base rarity, we're looking at the zombie number 115, so 115 crit damage at just base. Which is definitely pretty decent damage. It's not too bad. So it's time to push through, crank the lion cannon, and turn this thing all the way around facing Citadelle Castle so that we can blast open the doors in one of my favorite map opening sequences of all time. Definitely, I love this map. I really love this map. So at this point, we got the castle open, which is awesome. It is definitely time to go ahead and increase the damage output on these Saug akimbos and see what numbers we're looking at by pushing this up to green rarity. So let's go ahead and grab some green rarity on these. And what kind of damage numbers are we looking at now? 31. Okay, so that was definitely not a critical shot. No worries. Let's go in and take on the Pack-a-Punch Doppelgast and see how these perform dealing with that at just green rarity. We're at 172 on a crit shot. Now, I noticed in the firing range that, of course, up close, these are going to be a lot more effective, so I let the Doppelgast get up close to me, and yeah, we melted them. That was awesome to see. I was pretty impressed with these. Normally, I'm not a big fan of akimbo weapons, as you know, the recoil and just control of the weapon, as far as, you know, aiming at like crit shots and stuff like that, can be a real challenge. So I was interested to see how these were going to perform. Now here we are getting blue rarity on them, and that takes our damage output on a crit shot now up to 230 on a crit shot, which is definitely some good numbers to see. Like, we're round 9 and I haven't had to, you know, go and visit Pack-a-Punch to pack this weapon yet, and I still am having no issues dealing with the zombies here on the early rounds, which is awesome. Like, that's definitely something you want to see. And my playstyle, I personally like getting weapons to blue, or you know, blue. Usually I go for rarity first, get them up to blue, and then I'll go visit Pack-a-Punch. This gives me an opportunity to pick up on Citadelle Vulture's Aid, so that I can collect that extra salvage to continue to level up my weapons quickly. But let me know in the comments, do you guys visit Pack-a-Punch first, or are you pushing weapon rarity first in your games? I'd love to find out. So now we had enough essence to go ahead and take these Saug Akimbos to Pack-a-Punch level 1 and blue rarity. And I gotta say, that camo looks really cool. So stick through the video. I've got the build, the blueprint, and the camo that I'm running on these Saugs for you today. But definitely some decent damage there at Pack 1 blue. So let's go ahead and add one more extra damage output to the Saugs right now, which is Deadshot Daiquiri. And what are we looking at? 531 on a crit shot, just packed with just blue rarity, which is definitely some good damage. Like, that you've got 2 of them, right? We're akimbo, so it's definitely some good damage. We're already, I mean, basically at over 1,000 when you're hitting with both SMGs, sorry. But I mean, here we are, round 14. We grouped up pretty much the whole round. And you can see the carnage. Like, are you kidding? There's nothing I really need to say. We were able to mow down everything there on round 14 at Pack 2 blue rarity on these Saugs. So let's go ahead and take the damage output up again, another level, by increasing the rarity on these to now epic rarity. And let's go ahead and pick up some speed cola so we can get those reloads in nice and quick and see what kind of damage numbers are we looking at now. Pack 1, epic. Let's go ahead and see. 126, 126, 796. So we're at basically 800 on a crit shot. And if you go ahead and remember, those are akimbo, so we're basically shooting at about 1,600 crit damage right now, which is pretty amazing to see it just, you know, pack and epic, which is definitely some good numbers. We're on round 18 and rounded up most of the zombies here so that we can see how it handles the crowd control that is round 18. I mean, with ease. With ease. Having no problems mowing things down at all. We're standing and delivering on round 18. That is definitely some good damage to see. Like, holy smokes. I was really impressed with these. I can see why people would consider these to be the zombies a meta. That's for sure. Now, I do want to mention that in this game, I noticed plenty of times that I was running out of ammo with these and had to visit the ammo caches. So one of the downsides I definitely want to point out with these Saugs in zombies is the reserve ammo is a little low. You've got 91 in each SMG and 540 in your reserve. Now with the rate of fire on these Saugs, you are going to run through that ammo very, very, very quickly. But let's go ahead and push up now to Pack 2 Epic and to round 21 and see how these Saugs are going to be handling zombies, elites, and everything that comes at us inside of round 21. We've got an amalgam in the area, and you can see we are definitely doing some good damage on his health. Like, look at that health bar, able to mow it down. That was over half, just about half his health right there in just kind of one little shot, which was awesome to see. So now here we are. Let's group up the zombies again, and let's see how does this handle, you know, round 21. We're at 1591 now on a critical shot. So you're looking at basically 3,000 crit damage when you're firing your akimbo Saugs at your enemies. So that's some substantial damage to see at Pack 2 Epic, considering we still have Legendary to go and we still have Pack 3 to go. So at this point, I was feeling pretty confident. But again, you can see I'm out of ammo, having to go visit the ammo caches quite frequently with these, which is probably going to be one of my downsides to these weapons, is that you're definitely going to be running out of ammo fairly frequently and having to head off and visit the ammo caches to keep these weapons full of bullets. But it was definitely like the damage output, you know, and the mobility on these Saugs is next level. You can fly around the map with these in your hands. You don't have to go ahead and swap them out. You don't have to worry about that. They dish out an absolute ton of damage. So definitely awesome to see. About the only downside I can see to this is going to be your reserve ammo. That's about it. So now we are Legendary Pack 2. Let's go ahead and push through the rounds a little bit further. Here we are on round 30 now. And let's see, what kind of damage numbers are we looking at? I mean, that Doppelgas spawned in there in round 30. Didn't even make it 2 steps into the map. I know I started shooting him when it was insta-kill, but we finished him off without insta-kill, and it wasn't much of a struggle, to be honest. Now, I will say at Legendary Pack 2 on round 30, I was noticing that these weren't slicing through zombies like a hot knife through butter anymore. It was taking a few rounds to kind of get through the zombies, but it was definitely manageable and definitely something that is still usable on round 30 at only Pack 2 Legendary, which was good to see. Like, that's definitely good to see. We have all of the perks. I do not have the Lightmend ammo mod on these SMGs currently, but we do have all the perks inside of Citadelle and inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies currently. And I am having no problems dealing with the zombies, the crowd control with these SMGs at this round. Not a problem. But like I said, I did notice that they were taking, you know, like, we're not just sitting here and melting all the zombies that are coming at me right now in round 30 at Legendary Pack 2. So I was pretty sure that by getting to Pack 3, it was going to make a big difference. Also, I did want to point out that if you're using these on Citadelle and you've had an issue or you're struggling with ammo like I was, you can definitely go ahead and use these traps on the ground as I did right here, because you have unlimited ammo and the zombies come into the circle and slow down. So this was definitely a way I felt to go ahead and make these very effective, even more so than they are just on their own inside of this map, Citadelle, because these traps are just here. But definitely, I mean, it was awesome to see. I'm mowing through everything on round 30 here, just with the unlimited ammo. It's tons of fun to use these and just shred through the zombies. Absolute blast. I was having a ton of fun using this. We had a moonwalking zombie there, I think, at the end. But definitely wanted to pick up all that lovely salvage. And at this point, I had enough essence to take these to maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So we are now Legendary. We have all of the perks on the map, and we have Pack-a-Punch level 3 on the Saug Akimbos. So let's go ahead and see what kind of damage numbers are we looking at. 670? I don't think that's right. 4,200 something? That felt right. But that was around 32 Doppelgas that spawned in, and he didn't even like make it into the map. So that was amazing. Yeah, we're looking at 4,250 on a crit shot with these Saug Akimbos at maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is definitely awesome. We're here on round 32, as you can see, and not having much of a problem dishing out the damage to the zombies. We've got an amalgam in the area. Now, when we get up in the rounds like this, I tend to not necessarily focus in fire on my amalgam on this particular map. I just kind of focus in crowd control and try and get the round zombie number down a bit so that I, you know, can focus in fire at the end when I've got a lot less zombies to worry about on my elites. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to be taking it, you know, as we climb up the rounds. This is how I play, and this is how I deal with the elites and all of the other stuff that comes with the higher rounds, is I try and just make sure that we're dealing with crowd control first and foremost. Get rid of the parasites. They're very annoying. They can peck away at your armor, and then you can get swiped by a zombie, and next thing you know, you've got no armor, and you're taking that horrible down that nobody wants. But you can see here on round 32, we're definitely able to handle, you know, all of everything that is round 32. Just got to keep moving around. And again, I can't say it enough, but the movement speed with these SMGs in Akimbo is absolutely amazing. I felt like an absolute speed demon running around today with these SMGs inside a game. But again, I've mentioned it a bunch of times in the video, and I feel like I'm just going to mention it one more time. Ammo. Ammo is definitely an issue. Here where you see me running over to the trap again, trying to buy ammo. It's definitely been a struggle, I noticed. You know, the damage is good. The movement is good. Just not the biggest fan of having to always make sure I'm pushing over to an ammo cache to go ahead and keep these full of bullets, especially when we're climbing up through the rounds. And as you increase the damage output on your weapons inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, ammo gets to cost 5,000 points every single time. And if you're having to buy ammo an absolute ton of times every single round, you're going to end up at some point of running out of essence and ammo, which can be a colossal problem inside of zombies. Obviously, if you don't have any ammo, you're not going to be able to shoot any zombies. You're not going to be able to shoot any zombies. You're not going to be able to survive. So it's definitely a problem. But I would say using these Akimbo Saugs with the traps on Citadelle at maximum damage output, you're going to have an absolute boatload of fun using these, and they will go through rounds no problem for you. Now, my thoughts and feelings on the Saug SMGs at the end of the video here as we make our way over to exfil. I did manage to pick up a mutant injector from one of the elites that I killed on my run, so that was awesome to see. We're going to throw down my Molotov here to try and get some of those kills I need for the Molotov, activate my Tesla Storm, and get grabbed by the Amalgam, and then we're going to go ahead and throw on the mutant injector to clear out the exfil on Citadelle de Mort. And I really do feel like your mutant injection on Citadelle de Mort is probably your safest bet to make sure you get all the zombies at exfil and get out of here successfully. As with the chopper gunner, some of your zombies are going to end up running inside of the castle, and then you're going to have to wait for them in exfil to make their way over there. But I definitely want to say that I feel like these Saugs, I can see why people are calling them the meta for zombies. Your movement and the damage on these is astronomical. Definitely amazing. You can fly around the map and you can create an absolute ton of carnage with the Saug Akimbos, definitely. The downside is, however, the reserve ammo I found to be a little bit low inside of my run today. I'd like to hear your thoughts and feelings on the Saug SMGs down below in the comment section, so let me know. As well, at the end of the video, as we safely make it out of my favorite map so far in Black Ops 6 Zombies, is to make sure that you are liking, subscribing, and commenting on the videos and sharing them. That is the best way to get in for my final Vault Edition giveaway for Black Ops 6, which is going to happen when the channel reaches 7,000 subscribers, as just a massive thank you for the unbelievable support. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, here's going to be the build that I used for today's run, the camo that I used for today's run, and the blueprint that I used. So if you have any suggestions to make as far as the build goes, let's work together down below in the comments section so that we all have one amazing build to use on the Saug SMG inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of you pop into stream today, and without further ado, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one.